Nice shot! We're under attack! Is under control. Destroyed an enemy ship.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. Today we are looking at the New Mexico, but not at any old New Mexico, at the Black New Mexico. Because we already had a Black New York, did we? No, Black Texas is what we had, I think. And we have a bunch of other black ships, so this time around it's the turn of the New Mexico. Now, the New Mexico, standard class battleship, extremely slow, pretty well armored, lots of guns, not very precise, but rapid reload and long base reload. That's kind of where we're starting out. So for begins, let's actually compare the two, the Black New Mexico and the Tech Tree New Mexico. The first thing that stands out is that the Black New Mexico gets a precise aiming, which is rather unusual. I think the, what's it called? There's a tier 8, I forgot. There's a tier 8 battleship that has a precise aim. Let me have a quick look. It's the Alabama. Yes, that's the one. Okay, so there's the Alabama gets that as well, I think. And so yeah, we also now get this on the New Mexico. Actually, does the Alabama get the? Let's add the Alabama here, just for checking. Alabama, we'll add you to the list, and then we can see, no, she doesn't get the defensive AA. But what you could do is you could use it as as a captain trainer for the traditional, for the new American battleship line. So it's not completely off track in terms of ship skills. Now, statistics are going to be very, very similar. One thing of note is that the Black New Mexico gets a slightly better torpedo damage reduction. She has the same maneuverability or lack thereof, and the guns are a little bit different because she doesn't get the rapid reload, so they have a half-second faster base reload, but still is on the slow side, and a ever so slightly longer range, which really doesn't matter in practice. Secondaries are identical, and the AA is a tick better on the small caliber AA, but with a 1.5 kilometer range. Not a huge difference either. She does get the defensive AA, but it's at FAA1, so 75% boost when that is active. For tier 6 is not terrible, but she can shoot on a fair amount of airplanes if necessary. All right, so setup. Where is she? There we go. That wasn't in Black New Mexico. I have put an ever so slightly different build for this ship, because so one thing you kind of have to consider with these things is that, well, they are dreadfully slow. They are positively pedestrian. They are of a very sloth-like speed. So this thing, I'm actually having a tank build here, sort of, because and an AA build. But let's begin with slot 1, turret traverse, because she does start out with a 4 degrees per second base traverse. I wouldn't recommend the main battery mod 2 because she does get her turret shot off rather quickly when that is in. You could go with the secondary reload. That's not a terrible choice in general, but I figured since she is lacking the rapid reload, I kind of went with a more long-range playstyle, sort of. Also because, well, oftentimes she does have to use her range because she just can't get from A to B very quickly. You could also go with the auxiliary mod 1 and get yourself secondary range and AA range. That'd be a good one as well. So definitely a fair amount of choices that you have around here. They're all pretty good, except for this one. I've tried it. I would not recommend it because you do lose your turrets quite a lot. The second slot, I actually have the air defense mod in here for small caliber AA damage because it's already a little bit better, and the fire flooding resistance isn't great on these things. I think it's 12.5%. It's not yet the American damage control that has been improved post certain battles. So I actually went with a slight AA buff here, and I'm using the torpedo defense mod for 15% torpedo damage reduction, because the elite bonus also gives us an additional torpedo damage reduction. But I picked the battleship modernization here because it also gives us more small caliber AA damage, so it stacks with both. And the 3% hit points is really nice to have as well. But yes, you could also take the torpedo defense system around here. Right, so why? Because I feel like this ship is, the way you have to play it, it's mid-tier. The way you have to play it, because of its lack of speed, you have to position yourself in a place in the center and then try to assist your team from there. And especially with a precise aim setup. That's not a huge difference, but with a precise aim setup, it lends itself a bit more to that rather than the regular New Mexico, which is more of the throw enough, let down range, and some of it will eventually hit kind of variety. So I actually have the historical camo in, and the reason for that being is that one of the Blitz Pass packages actually comes with that, and it also really nicely lends itself to the setup, because it gives hit points, it gives main battery range, it gives actually more better dispersion, and it gives us more torpedo damage reduction. So all in all, we now have 42,000 hit points and a almost 30% torpedo damage reduction on this ship, which is quite nice. And the AA, all in all, is now at 153 on the small caliber. Although once again with the 1.5 kilometer range, that only matters if you get actually attacked. But if you are, it means you are able to do a fair amount of damage to airplanes. I have put I've put a level 7 commander in here because I did want the marksman skill on this. I've got underwater protection. I have battlefield support for an additional defensive AA. You don't have to. You can also use the torpedo alert. It depends kind of on what you want to do with it. I've got artillery maintenance, obviously air defense expert just for duration. And I've got fire supremacy for an additional precise aim because I think she comes with 2 out of the box. And generalist here just to get a bit more fire flooding resistance on the damage control, because if it is intended as an AA build, she will come under fire from planes quite a bit. And obviously the marksman skill over here. You would probably want extinguisher going 1 up, but I haven't put that yet on a tier 6 ship. Right, so yeah, Black New Mexico. Let's have a look at some fun games. In the first battle, we are actually bottom tier. It's Nagato, Lyon, Bayern, New Mexico, and 3 destroyers. So that's going to be fun. But we are playing a domination map, and domination is nice. Now, once again, 21 knots max top speed, and that's downhill with half the crew pushing. You're not going to be... You have to make sure that you're positioning yourself in the right place. Because if you go on one flank and there's nobody there, then you're out of the game for you're out of the game for 3-4 minutes until you actually make your way across to the other side. So I am tentatively heading towards A. Let's see where our Akatsuki is going.
Capture area B.
People are calling out B, and we've got 2 destroyers, and it looks like the Aka is going B. So I'm gonna see what A is gonna look like. What C-Cup's going to look like. But I am kind of readying myself to disengage because I'm somewhat alone here. Okay, one battleship spotted on the enemy team. But no capture progress yet. Okay, I'm detected. That could be B or C. No, it's C. Okay, destroyer in C over to the high explosive. And, oh, yeah, okay, half the enemy team's coming this way. All right, I don't want to be here. So, aboard. Run away. This is not a good idea. I do not wish to be here. There's going to be torpedoes in the water. Yeah, there they come. And the Lyon is shooting high explosive at me. Triple insta-fire. Of course there is. Let's see if we can return the favor, because I've got the HE loaded. And there's more destroyer torps. It's 1 destroyer only. This is probably the Aka. That was 3 spreads, but we've dodged them. So what we're going to do is we're going to position ourselves in B Cup. Back to the armor piercing. And... yeah, we're still taking some shots from the Frenchmen over there, but we're positioning ourselves around B Cup and try to hold B. There's another New Mexico over that way. Queen Elizabeth, you are realizing that you're sailing into a crossfire, right? It's nice that I'm getting some support here, but let's see if we can get that enemy New Mexico there. What is that Aka doing over here? Double citadel, nice. If we can get that enemy New Mexico... dissuaded from shooting at the Queen Elizabeth's broadside, at least. But yeah, she's overstretched, and I think she just realized too late that she's got way too far ahead of herself. So that's Nagato, Bayern. Yeah, shoot at me, don't shoot at this one. Oh no, she's getting crossfired from all directions and focused down. Yeah, not with an Akatsuki in the capture circle. No, I'm not going anywhere near that. Right, so... that New Mexico is firing off. That Queen Elizabeth is dead. Maybe she can still do some damage in the meantime. But yeah, there come the torps. Okay, Aka torps at least at me. This might be... I might be taking some, or they run out of... Yeah, there goes the Queen Elizabeth. That was inevitable. Okay, let's get ship turnaround. Now they run out, and we dodged the other spread that came in from there as well. So this is where we are, and this is where we want to be, and this is where we want to stay. So I am in the capture circle. They are not gonna... They're focusing around C-Cup. And we have 2 capture circles, they have 1. Which means we are going to win on points eventually if we all can avoid dying. So now it's just a matter of tanking, sitting here and not getting torpedoed by these various destroyers out there. Okay, there's the Westeros. There's Nagato. I really want that Bayern dead, so I'm just gonna wait for him to come around the corner. Precise aim up, and my rear guns hit the island. That's unfortunate. Otherwise, I would have maybe gotten him. Yeah, terrible dispersion. Without the precise aim, even with the precise aim, not always working as you intend. So nope, not the Frenchman. Let's try to get the Bayern killed. Frenchman's bow in. But let's see if we can get that thing down. And no one is threatening B Cup right now. But yeah, I don't want to go too far away from the B Cup. The destroyers are doing a good job of bullying those battleships over there. But there are still 3 enemy destroyers in the game. And we only know where one of them is, somewhere down south. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, destroyers are helping out in... I can't reach the Bayern anymore, so might as well shoot at the Frenchman. Destroyers are helping out in... with cap control a little bit, but yeah, that Aka is, I think, got himself way too close, and yeah, he's dead, which means we're 2 ships down, but we're still almost even on points because we've been holding 2 capture circles. Okay, let's wait for the island to pass by, and all the same while giving bow into the Westeros. There's the Leibrecht Mars, but he's on low health. There's an Akka, and he's over in the capture circle for some reason. I'm not sure why. He's torpedoing the island. Well done. And yeah, okay, we've got the Leon. First kill, finally. Which actually brings us ahead on points. Okay, and back again, because we don't want to be torpedoed. And there's that pesky Bayan who's still alive. Yep, there come the torpedoes. Yep, I know. Seen them coming a mile away. Okay, precise aim up and see if we can up. Now my front turrets hit the island. Okay, Vestros is firing at me. That means he's got torpedoes away and is trying to bait a damage con. It's by setting me on fire. So bow into the Vestros. No one's threatening the Cap. There is a destroyer coming, but I think that was the Leibrecht Mars or something that was low on health. And I really need to kill that Bayan over there. We are head on points, but we've already lost 3 ships. Yep, there come torpedoes. These are not Vestros torps, are they? They're too slow for that. Might be Akka torps. Okay. There's Vestros. Okay, so he's got ideas. There's more torpedoes coming. Or are these? No, these can't be Vestros torpedoes. They're way too slow for that. Okay, I'm just gonna empty my pipes and then switch over to high explosive. And okay, we have a comfortable points lead, and we're only 1 kill behind at this stage. So secondaries out at the Vestros. And there's the Akka over there, but Akka is not threatening the Cap. Vestros is threatening the Cap, so there are going to be more torpedoes on the way, which means we are going to stay nose in and just use our forward turrets. He's conveniently sailing in a straight line. So let's see if we can get some hits in. Yep, these are the Vestros torps. There's a good 3 hits. I'm going to take 1 or 2. But yeah, remember, 30% torpedo protection, and Vestros torps don't hit very hard to begin with. So now he's, once again on reload, but these things reload reasonably quickly. But I think we are 100 points ahead, so I don't need that Cap, actually. I just need to not die right now, so I'm just going to stay angled. Also, there's a Nagato. He might be coming into the capture circle. We're far ahead on points. We're far ahead enough on points that if nobody else dies, we're going to win this. Fushun, nice torps, but you don't need to be this aggressive. Even if Fushun dies, then they're not going to get it, because it took them way too long to capture B-Cap. Yeah, these torps are not going to hit. But I think I don't have enough time for another shot. But we are 100 points ahead at this stage, so even if Fushun dies, then that's fine. And that would have killed him, would have killed the Nagato, but the battle has ended. And we have successfully defended B-Cap. Well, to be fair, the enemy team hasn't really made a concentrated attempt on taking it either, until it was way too late in the battle. But yeah, this is sort of what you want to do in the New Mexico. Find yourself a position where you're comfortable, and then stay there, and be a gun platform. Right, that went well. Let's do a second battle. Now, this second battle, and we're once again bottom tier. This second battle I've included because it was super interesting, and it really came down to the wire. But no more spoilers. We've got Hiryu, Colorado, Fuso, De Grasse, and 3 destroyers. Now let's go. And it's Golden Channel Center Control. You know what's coming, right? You already know what's coming. Alright, how much do you want to bet? I'm the only battleship on our team. We've got 4 destroyers. How much do you want to bet that I'm going to be the one sitting in the capture circle? Alright, destroyer-rich environment plus a carrier battle. Alright, well then, we have one job. And this job is to load the high explosive, get the AA guns ready, and tank the crap out of that carrier if possible, such that our destroyers don't get killed. So we've got a Ranger on our own, and the Ranger seems to be faster on the uptake, that they can launch more than just fighter planes and actually go scout, which the enemy carrier is not doing. So we're going to have first vision. Okay, there's 1 destroyer, 2 destroyers, 3 destroyers. Okay, the enemy destroyers are definitely heading into the capture circle. But to their credit, so are our destroyers, except for the one that's right next to me, who took his sweet time to actually log into the game. And maybe he was just lagging, I don't know. But yeah, okay, so we've got the capture circle. That's good. That's a good start. So let's see if we can do anything. Just gonna get some shots out of Minsk. We're gonna get some shots out of these things. Everybody torpedoes. And we have now, actually, now that the Fubuki has vacated it, We were losing the capture circle, but now we're regaining it. And other than that, not much has happened. Oh, the enemy carrier has woken up, and he's sending sending planes out. There come some torpedoes. So my purpose right now is to be a big inviting target for that carrier, such that he's leaving our destroyers alone. So defensive AA up, and we're gonna position ourselves just inside the capture circle. Okay, yeah, and the carrier is targeting me. Double fire, not yet Damaconing, waiting until the torpedo planes are coming in. Is he gonna torp drop? Yeah, he's gonna torp drop. Okay, so I can Damacon this, and yeah, sorry, Skåne, you were literally. I'm not paying attention to where you were going. Okay, am I inside the capture circle? It's a good question. There's a Minsk over there. Let's see if we can hit him from this range. But I mean, it's a destroyer. We probably can't. One of those destroyers was coming around the side. Okay, I don't know who these torpedoes were meant for, but definitely not me. And I think we've missed the Minsk. Or maybe we got one hit in or something. There's a de Grasse. He's on low health. So that would be an inviting target. Once I've reloaded. And yeah, the enemy team has no interest in getting into the capture circle. And the carrier is coming back again. And it's doing exactly what I want him to do. I want him to focus me. Alright, so we got the dive bombers down before they even got a drop-off. Friendly carrier doing an amazing job in providing air cover. And I might be taking one torp here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And there come the torpedo planes, but my Damacon's almost... He's almost off cooldown, so once again, AA gun is full up, and we're going to take those torps. Yes, we're flooding, but we can control that. Okay, Minsk is almost dead. Okay, Minsk is dead. Well done, Ranger. There's Fubuki, but there's another destroyer somewhere around here. But they're still not making any attempts of trying to get into the capture circle. There's Colorado's. Finally, something I can actually shoot at. And there comes the carrier again. That's the Colorado deck armor. One Citadel, 3 bounces off the side, and 1 semi-pen. The semi-pen and the bounces have hit the belt, and the Citadel has hit the deck armor. Notoriously weak deck armor. Okay, I'm getting shot at by the dive bombers. I think that the Grass might be turning out, so shots out. And oh, that's one lucky de Grasse. I should have really had him there. Okay, but we're still holding the capture circle. Now we're down 3 kills to 1. And but the carrier is completely ignoring our destroyers, which is once again what I was trying to achieve. And the Ranger doesn't even have to manage his fighters. He just has to leave them sitting on top of me. Okay, so now I'm flooding, but my Damacon's almost off cooldown. Because also the carrier has gone all the way. You can see it. He's got his own fighters on top of himself. The carrier is all the way at the back of the map. Okay, I'm dead here because there's Colorado and I think Fuso, and I have to go closer because there's like a Shiratsuyu or something coming. So let's get my guns fired and I'm gonna die. Yep. Okay, so Shiratsuyu takes me out, which means we are 4 kills to 1 down, but we're still ahead on points because my team has been sitting in the capture circle the whole time and the enemy team hasn't. So we're pulling 1 back. Fubuki takes out the de Grasse. He must have been on super low health, and I was robbed on that kill. Okay. So, folks, all you have to do now, it's 2 minutes. That should be enough, especially if the carrier can kill the Shiratsuyu, and the Leberecht Mars is hot on his tail. Now, they do have the capture circle, so Fubuki, you need to get out of there. You need to get there. Yeah, that's good. Send some torpedoes to push these guys away, if possible. But... just get out of there. Carrier, you need to reverse. Okay, carrier kills the Shiratsuyu. You need to back the hell up and get out of there. Because there's a... What's it? I think the Fuso is coming. Fubuki is on low health. He needs to run. Don't worry about the capture circle. We've held it for so long. And we've distracted the carrier for so long that, that we don't need the cap circle. You're not going to get it. There's a Fuso in there and a Fubuki. And the Colorado can get in there as well. So you don't need it. Just don't die. Yeah, there's 3 enemy ships in there. You're not going to get the capture circle. Well done, well done. Okay, you see that? Both destroyers are actually hiding. Now, the Fubuki needs to hide on our side because he's on low health. The carrier, once again, excellent gameplay and giving fighter cover to who needs it, the Leberecht Mars. Now, the Leberecht Mars is still alive and is now spotted by aircraft. So he dumps his torpedoes and just gets the heck out of there, which is the right thing to do. He needs to dodge the torpedo bombers, but that was a terrible torpedo drop. So these should all miss. Exactly. You need to run. Fubuki needs to just hide. Colorado is still shooting armor piercing. Otherwise, that would have hurt. But that Fuso is coming reasonably close. That Ranger, you've done an amazing job, but you need to get the heck out of there. That Fuso is almost in range. This is like a Death Star coming around the moon sort of situation. You need to get out of there. Okay, Lebrecht Mars is hiding. Well done. We're almost with 486 to 300 to 400 points. Okay. Ranger is spotted by the enemy carrier. Ooh, that means both Fuso and Colorado are now having shots at him. If we lose Ranger, we lose the game. Ranger, you need to run. you needed to run 2 minutes ago. He's taking a torp drop still, and there comes the Fuso fire. We're enough. It's 13 seconds. Come on. All you need to do is survive. You just don't die. Just get behind the island. Oh, you're giving broadside to a Fuso. You're giving broadside to the Fuso. Fuso's got shots out. 2 seconds, 1 second, and it ticks over. And I am almost certain that the Ranger died to the Fuso's shot, but somehow a couple of milliseconds. Let's see if he should have survived, because otherwise we would have lost on points. A couple of milliseconds after the timer was still at 1 second somehow, but I think there was just a little bit of lag or something. So, like, really, the moment that the Ranger survived, the moment that Fuso killed him, we won the game on points. My goodness, this is as close as you can possibly shave it. And well done to the Ranger, except that you really should have left 2 minutes earlier than that and run away. Or get at least closer to the other island and get some hard cover between yourself and the enemy team. We've taken down 19 aircraft. And we haven't done any damage to anybody, really. I mean, we've done 11,000 points of damage, but we've tanked almost 60,000 points of damage. And basically distracted the carrier long enough that my team survived sufficiently to get this, but holy moly, that got close. Anyway, so after that excitement, Black New Mexico. It's a New Mexico with a bit better precision and long-range setup, and you can kind of do fun things with it. It's not a must-have, just like all Black ships, not really in my opinion, because they're not that different from their counterparts. If you enjoy that sort of thing and gameplay, go for it by all means. And you also get a lot of other stuff from the Blitz pass, so if you take it as a bonus, also a thing you could do. But that's what that is. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.